What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tabletop Bros. Today we're going to be unboxing the Warhammer 40,000 KORPS of KRIEG Astra Militarum army set. Alright, so after we take off the little protective sheath right here, we see some awesome cover art here on the front. So this box set is $230 from Games Workshop. It does include first access to the brand new Codex, as well as the Datacards, and then a bunch of brand new sculpt models as well. And we just got a little bit of art on the back, so let's go ahead and open this up and take a look. Alright, so first off we have one of the KORPS of KRIEG transfer sets. So we got a ton of different transfers in white and black, and then a bunch in red as well. Lots of cool stuff right here, and we do have some stuff for like the larger vehicle transfers, and then a lot of stuff made for the infantry. And then next we've got a whole pile of bases. So we got a big one for the weapons platform, we've got some individual small ones for the engineers, and then we have all of the cavalry bases. So first off, diving into the models, we have Commander Dreer. So this is the brand new character model on horseback, and this is the new deathcore style of horse. Absolutely phenomenal sculpt. We see a very detailed base right here with some tactical rocks. We've got barbed wire, some signs, really nice detail on this. And then the actual Dreer model himself has multiple different poses. One where you can put his sword in a sheath and then pistol. So really cool that we have multiple options on how we want to build him. Very nice sculpt. Definitely some awesome rules in game terms as well. Huge fan of this model. And this is a massive glow up from like the previous Death Riders or Commissar on Steed. And I am really looking forward to building this guy up and painting him. And then next we have the brand new Death Riders. So we're basically going to get two exact same sets of the Death Riders. Each of them is going to be like 1.5 total sprues, or like 1 full sprue and 1 half sprue, and they are exactly the same. Alright, so each of our two sets of Death Riders is going to look exactly like this. So each one will build 5 of the brand new Death Riders. Again, we have the phenomenal new horse sculpts. We've got some awesome new lances on these guys. Everybody can also be armed with either the rifle or sword, which both of them they'll have as equipment options. And then you're also going to have a bunch of sheathed swords as well. And then we have sheaths for the rifles as well. We've got a bunch of different head options, including like the gas masks. We have awesome armor that can be attached to the steeds themselves. These are really nice sculpts, and they have gotten a massive glow up from the previous like Forge World only models. So not only are these in much more detailed plastic now instead of the resin, but the actual poses are much more dynamic. The models are much better. These are absolutely amazing, and again very good in game terms. Alright, and then moving on from there, we have the brand new artillery piece. So this is super cool. It comes on a massive base. We have a bunch of different things like sandbags to add to the actual base itself. This is going to let us build basically like a mini diorama. And then you have 4 different weapon options that you can equip this with. So not only can you make the crew like customized with various things like wrenches or weapons, but you also have the option to switch out the 4 guns. And if you take a little time and pay attention when you're building this, if you just don't glue a couple of specific pieces, you actually have everything you need to be able to equip the gun with all 4 options without needing to magnetize or do any conversions. So really cool new model, 4 new options to build it with, and everything included to use all 4 of those options. Excellent kit, very nicely done by Games Workshop. And then last but not least, we have our 5 combat engineers, and then also their little drone as well. So again, we have a bunch of different options right here. We have everything from pistols, rifles, grenade launcher, flamer, all types of cool options. We have some different helmet and weapon options. We have a melee option, and then of course we have the actual drone himself. Very nicely detailed kit. These are very much in the look and style of the actual Kriegsmen, but of course with like some engineer upgrades. So these are going to go along perfectly with like our regular Krieg from Kill Team and match the look and style perfectly. So again, very excited to actually paint these up. And then moving on from there, we have the actual KRIEG Codex. So this is the Astra Militarum Codex, but of course it is a KRIEG themed codex. It's going to come in a nice protective case. It has a little strap on the front to keep it from flopping open and falling all apart inside the box set. And then when we open it up and slide everything out, so inside we'll find the actual codex with the special cover art. And then we also have our assembly guide. And then we have the cardboard spacer that is going to protect our card. So very nice improvement by Games Workshop adding these in to keep the cards from busting open and getting damaged in transport. So the actual assembly guide is going to show everything in the box set. We have our artillery piece, we have our character Dreer, we have 10 of the horsemen, only 5 are actually pictured on here, and then we have the 5 combat engineers as well. And we do have some full color illustrations of what things will look like when they're all done. So very nicely detailed and illustrated instruction manual. Here we can see like our various optional build assemblies. So down here we can see Dreer in his 2 different poses. Next we have the KRIEG Combat Engineers, again with their optional build assemblies. And then full color illustrations for when they are complete. So very nicely done. Excellent painting guides. And then next we have the Death Riders, the assembly of the actual horses. And then again, like the different weapon and build options. Fully illustrated, very, very detailed. And then last but not least, we have the actual artillery team. So if you actually build up the artillery piece and then leave the weapons separate, once you have that fully built, you're going to get to the area where you have the complete base done. And then you have your 4 different weapon options. By just not gluing the 1 barrel on here, you have the option to switch out all 4 of the weapons. So I highly recommend that you don't glue this, and then you'll have the ability to use all 4 of them in game terms as the rules change or as your necessity for what you want to take to the battle changes. So very, very cool. Excellent box set, loaded with miniatures, all brand new sculpts, nice detailed illustrations of the various paint jobs to help guide you along your way. And then next we have our card pack. So again, nice little container that the card pack is in, and there are a ton of cards in this pack. And then inside here, again, we have a piece of cardboard, just kind of keeping the cards how they are, making sure that they don't get mixed up or damaged. And we have 2 really thick piles of cards with some nice detail on the outsides of them, sort of like a black gold kind of metallic edging. And again, a nice band, just making sure that they don't get damaged in transport. So we have Lord Solar, Ursula Krieg, Command Corps for the Cadians. We have the Krieg Command Squad. So basically everything that you need inside the Codex, so you have your cards to go along with them. And then here is our second pack of cards, and we just kind of flip to the back here. Here we'll find the brand new cards for the new combat patrol that's going to be coming out shortly. So we'll have those cards as well as the actual army rule, which is pretty cool. That is a nice new addition. And then last but not least, we have the brand new limited Codex. So really, really cool Krieg cover art, and then of course some art on the back as well. Absolutely packed with tons and tons of detailed illustrations, backstory for the Krieg, for the Astra Militarum, everything inside here, and then of course all of the actual like army rules. So here we have a section on the combat patrol. That's going to have the full new rules for the combat patrol as well as a painting guide, our different enhancements, abilities, secondary objectives, and then of course stratagems. So everything we need to play combat patrol included in this box. And then we have the full Codex army rules as well. So that's going to have all of our different detachments. So very, very cool bunch of different detachments to choose from. And then of course all of the data sheets for everyone inside as well. And then if we just flip all the way to the back, we're going to have our optional Crusade rules. So if you want to run a campaign with your friends, you're going to have a bunch of cool little material to make your Crusade, level up your characters, and play through the game with a little bit more of a thematic spin. And then finally we have the Astra Militarum name generator. And then it does include the points values in the back. We know there's going to be some changes and referendum to this. And then on the back cover, you're going to have your code, so you can download your free rules inside the app, and those will be of course updated. Just using the QR code, you'll have full access to the app itself. So even as these points do change over time, you'll always have the up-to-date rules in the Warhammer app. So very, very cool, very nice box set, amazing new models, and of course early access to the new Codex and data cards. So very nicely done by Games Workshop. A very nice new box set for the Death Korps of KRIEG and the launch of the Astra Militarum army. Early access to the Codex, the cards. I got to give it to them on the packaging. This was very nicely secured. All of the cards, the book, everything was nicely placed inside. No damage occurred during shipping, which I cannot say has always been the case. So they have definitely made some nice packaging improvements. Also a really nice box set. You're getting a few $100s worth of product in this box set for a retail price of $230. It is limited, available while supplies last. So if you are after one of these box sets, make sure to grab it up before they're gone. So brand new Codex, brand new cards, and then brand new sculpts, obviously focusing in on the Death Korps of KRIEG. Very, very nice product. Very happy with this purchase. Definitely would recommend it for those out there that are looking to jump off with Astra Militarum, specifically KRIEG. So let me know if you picked this box set up, what you think of it. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's video and got any value out of it, hopefully by now Tabletop Bros has earned your subscription. So that's it for today for the unboxing of the brand new Astra Militarum Army launch box, the Death Korps of KRIEG. And I think my only criticism is it would have been nice to see all of the contents of the box in a single picture, but definitely not a big deal as I knew what I was getting. So that's it for the unboxing, and that's it from the Tabletop Bros. Later!